Green Man! 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 Holy YouTube video, Green Man!
Alright then, I'm going to look out some more comics. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a big long box today. So I'm upstairs in my upstairs room. I'm going to go for that long box up there. I think I can get it down without doing myself a mischief. But let's hope so anyway. Let's go for this long box up the top there. Okay, I risked life and limb getting this box down. I tell you, my life flashed before my eyes at a couple of points as I was getting this off the shelf. It was chilling stuff. Let's just put it that way. Right, so let's see what's inside. Actually, most of the stuff in here hasn't even got. It's not even bagged. Most of this is just raw in the thing. So I have to bag these up. Right, so it looks like we've got some new Teen Titans. This is obviously my oldest one. I didn't collect them sort of back in the day that much. I bought one or two when I saw them on the shelves, but I wasn't buying regularly when I was this age. Unfortunately, I was buying UK comics at this age, like Beezer and Whizzer and Chips and Dandy and that kind of thing. So there you go, it's just making you can see that a bit better. Right, the new Teen Titans 17. These ones I didn't buy at the time. You can see you got my old comic shop price on them. I wish I bought more of them back in that time when they were only a quid each. Actually, I bet these won't be a quid each now. So look, I don't remember these ones. So I know that there should be some from around this period that I bought myself when they were on the newsagent shelf as well. I should think anyway. Night Force preview pull out. Is that the debut of the Night Force? I don't remember. Not exactly well-known characters anyway. I've got a couple of their runs, I think. At least one of them anyway. Right, this is number 21. I've got a feeling this one might be a key. I'm not too sure though. I'm not sure. Call him Brother Blood. Is that when Brother Blood first turned up? I'm not too sure. I'm sure I've seen this cover on other people's channels. Can't really remember now though. Right, New Teen Titans number 23. That'll be a birthday book, maybe, if it's before 1979. I'm not too sure. I think it might be from 80s, actually. I don't think it'll be 79. I think it's more likely to be 80s. Got some stickiness on the blinking sellotape on some of these. It's annoying. Need to find some, I don't know if to rebag them or to just find some kind of cleaner to clean off the sticky sellotape goo. Number 15. I'm not too sure if I'm getting the full box in here. Seems to I'm not. Let's just make sure I'm not zoomed in at all. Seems to be a bit harder to get the whole comic in today. Right. Call Them Runaways. This is cool because I don't remember half of these comics. I don't remember buying them even. So I must have bought these a lot. Yeah, I bought a lot of these in my comic shop. Not at the time they came out, but like afterwards. After the years later. Right. Teen Titans 28. Introducing Terra. Is she friend or foe? But is this actually the first appearance of Terra in the comic books? If it is, it's a nice key if it is. I'm jolly glad to have that one if it is her first appearance. Number 29. Whoopsie daisy. I've got quite a few of these now. I've got more of these than I actually remembered. I must have bought these in my comic shop, read them, and then straight away forgot that I had them. Well, no, not straight away. It's been years later. But then for 75p, they obviously must have been a long old time after they first hit the shelves that I bought them. Right. So that's Terra joining the Teen Titans. So that's got to be a key of some sort, hasn't it? Number 31, Raven Berserk. See, none of these ones have got anybody covers on them. None of these have got covers on them. And this one, I know I bought it at the time it came out in the shop. I remember picking it up off the shelf, taking it home and reading it. 1983. There we are. It's got a bit of spine rolls. It's not even in a plastic bag. Oh, man. If I bag and board, I don't know, if I bag and board, they're not all going to fit back in the box. I've noticed before when I've got comics out of the box, I find them hard to get them back in the box. It's like they've grown after I've taken them out. A couple of times I've not been able to sort of get them back in the box that I've taken them out of. It's really weird. Some kind of weird physics things going on there. Yeah, this is another one I remember buying at the time. someone posted this up on Facebook the other day, and I was like, oh yes, I remember that cover well. 1983 again. The new Teen Titans, Who Killed Trident. Number 34. I'm not sure how many of these I've got. I wonder if I've got the big story with Deathstroke coming in. And was Deathstroke did he premiere in the new Teen Titans? I'm sure he did. I'm not too sure what issue it was that he premiered in, but I know it was all to do with Terra, wasn't it? Terra was Terra was an infiltrator. I don't know what she had against the Teen Titans, but it was all her, wasn't it? She actually employed Deathstroke to help her in a revenge or murder mission, whatever it was she had in mind for them. I really don't know. I wonder how many of the. I'm still quite pleased I've got this run. Actually, I don't remember having this run. Who is Donna Troy? This one coming up now. I've seen this on people's videos, and I'm like, oh, that's a nice cover. I wish I had that one. Oh, here's news for you, Graham. You do have that one. You foolish boy. Is that dirt on the actual? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it's pretty grubby cover. I think it's come through. But yeah, it looks a bit grubby as well, yeah. But I don't mind, I've got it, that's all that matters. The heavens have opened outside, you might hear the rain coming down. His name is Brother Blood. Yeah, seem to have quite a lot of the run actually. This is all bonus to me because I'm like, I don't remember buying these. Obviously, I didn't buy them when they first came out. I bought them subsequently from my comic shop. But 70p, 75p, wow! I wish I was seeing them in the comic shop for this kind of price now. It must have been like, this was a title I enjoyed even though I only bought a few of them as a kid. I must, pick up some more. Number 45 I don't have. Sorry, number 44 I don't have. Book 2, Betrayal. There's Deathstroke. The Judas Contract, that's when it starts. That's maybe why there isn't 44. I bet it's an important part of the Judas contract. Part 3 of the Judas Contract by looks of it. Probably a key issue. I bet that's why it wasn't in there. But there's Deathstrokes here though. Deathstroke's in there and Deathstroke's there. So one of these may be the first. I have to look. I've got the app on my phone now for like looking at keys and finding out which are keys. And yeah. There's old Aqualad, and what was the name? Was it Aqua Girl? What's Aqua? I think she died, didn't she? I'm pretty sure she's dead in the comics. Number 46. Yeah, I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed I've got this run of Teen Titans. I didn't think I had hardly anything out of this run. I say I bought it, forgot that I bought it, obviously. And good prices as well, 80p, 65p. This must have been in the late 80s. I must have picked these up in the late 80s when I started collecting seriously, like when a comic shop opened down the road from where I live. I remember my mum coming back from the shop, she said, oh great, and there's a comic shop just opened down the road. And I went, is there? I must go and check that out. And subsequently much of my money was spent there. There's a wedding anniversary. That's Donna Troy marrying her husband. I can't remember what his name was. There was a lot of people saying, oh, he was a bit creepy, that guy, because he was like her teacher or something. And he was like an old man and she was like a young girl. But yeah, they was in love. You shouldn't be... they had a baby as well, didn't they? I think both of them died. I think his name was Terry. Didn't they feel his name was Terry? I can't remember what the name of the child was, though. What name of the son was. Doesn't get talked about an awful lot anymore. I wonder if he actually even exists in current continuity. Or ever existed, should I say. Jericho, you're a traitor, just like Terra was. I'm not going to be made a fool of twice. At last, the secret of Jericho. Yeah, because doesn't he turn out Jericho is the son of Deathstroke, isn't he? I believe. I wonder if that's the first appearance of Cheshire. The lady's name is Cheshire. She's quite a good character. She's been in lots of things. She's a murdering witch. she's a murdering assassin. Yeah, she's not a nice lady. Let's just leave it at that. But she had the child with Arsenal, didn't she? Or Speedy, whatever he was calling himself at the time. Roy Harper, who he died. She died as well. The child Leanne died in the comics. I'm not sure if that's still in continuity or not. Tales of the Teen Titans 54. The trial of the Terminator continues. He's guilty. He's always guilty. I don't like him, and I don't like him at all anymore. He was a little bit of an anti-hero for a while. You could quite like him when he had quite a long run. We had his servant, his Alfred, who was, I think it was called Wintergreen. And then a little while later, he killed him. It's like, this is your faithful man, sir. He's been your friend all these years, and you've killed him. You're like Batman killing Alfred. And then after that, he just killed blinking Ryan Choi, the second Atom. And I thought that he'd killed Firestorm, but apparently it was the Shadow Thief. I'm sure he had something to do with it. I'm sure he was involved in that fight. But anyway, no cover on this one. I'm a terrible collector, honestly. No covers, no boards. I am a bad man. I'm glad I got these ones though. I know I keep talking about it. I can't really give you much information because I can't remember buying them. I don't remember buying them, let alone I have read them. I was never one for not reading the stuff, but it'd be cool when I get around to it, to reading through them again at some point before I'm an old man. Well, I'm already a bit of an old man, but yeah. Is that scribble on the front of that one? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's a shame. Someone's had a jolly good scribble on the front of this comic. Never mind, wasn't me. Raven's End. On 65. Can't remember what was the first one I had of this one. Was it 17 or something? Why am I asking you that you're going to know? 17, or that you can even reply. Yeah, so that's not bad. Shame I didn't collect the first 16 as well. When they were going for they probably weren't going for 75p like these ones were. But I bet they'll be going for a heck of a lot more nowadays if I wanted to get them. This is cool though. I wonder how much of this run I've got. Let's just keep going through them and find out, shall we? I'm not too sure how long this title ran for. 69. The Origin of Coal. I can't vaguely remember her, but not massively. Oopsie daisy. This one's got a bit of a torn cover. A bit of a tear down there. I always liked Nightwing and Starfire together. Sad they never carried on their relationship. Mind you, I don't think much of either of their costumes, to be honest. I don't think his collar would be very good for all-round vision. I just think it'd be quite hard for him to see. I mean, if it's got some kind of protective element to it, that'd be quite good. If it's like made of solid Kevlar or something like that, lightweight solid Kevlar, that would be quite handy for protecting the back of his head, the back of his neck, I suppose. But her costume is just defies physics, really. I don't see how it can stay on at all. Mind you, when I was a kid, I didn't really care about that. It was just like, Starfire, moo, oh, she's orange, ooh. Right, Gang War of the Omega Men. Isn't it the Omega Men that had the first appearance of Lobo? I'm pretty sure I don't have that. It'd be a nice one to have. Right, 76 I don't have of this run. 75, no 76, then it goes to 77. Tamaran Lost, or Tamaran Lost. Always makes me think of the little monkeys. Isn't there a little monkey called the Tamarind? And they're orange as well, I'm sure they are. I wonder if she's named after little orange monkeys. Sure, it's called a Tamarin. Anyway, number 89, number 81, so there's a gap of 4 there. Number 81. Right, number 82. Right, there you go. That's it. It says end game. I'm not sure if it's the end of this run, but I don't have any more of this tale of the Teen Titans. Let me just have a quick check, just for my own peace of mind, whether this is the last one of the run. It does seem rather final, I must say. It just says end, and it's Robin walking off it. Also, Nightwing. Nightwing? Yeah, Nightwing walking off into the distance. Right, let's put these aside. So that's a jolly good run of those. Maybe I could see about filling the gaps. Then we've got Teen Titans Spotlight on Starfire, number first issue. I think I saw this on someone's channel the other day, actually. I think it might have been Rayman, the Silencer Man. Right, number 2. Number 3. I think these are like little two-parters focusing Oh no, they're not a two-parter because this Jericho's going on for 3 issues. I'm sure they're pretty like 4 issues. Alright, I'll just shut up. I think. Alright. Yeah. Right. So that Jericho went on for 4 issues. Before that, the Starfire went on for just 2, and then we got a spotlight on Hulk. This must be after the death of his brother, 1987, because didn't Dove die in about 86? Was it Crisis on Infinite Earths? His brother died, and before he got the new Dove, who was I think came in 88, I believe, when he got the new Dove partner, Dawn Granger. Right, spotlight on Changeling. Well, I haven't got number 10, so I've got number 9, no number 10. And then we got a spotlight on the Brotherhood of Evil. Why must these villains become heroes? Oh, I don't know. Wonder Girl. This is Teen Titans spotlight number 12. Like she's with her husband there. I think if she's got a husband, she shouldn't be calling herself Wonder Girl anymore. It's gives the wrong kind of message. Just Wonder Woman. Well, no, she couldn't be Wonder Woman, no, could she? That was already taken. I suppose she was stuck with Wonder Girl, right, for a while at least. Right, the new Teen Titans number 1. So this is a new. No, this is a bit confusing actually. Hold on a second. Where does that one run from? Oh, that was Tales of the Teen Titans. But this is, oh yeah, there is an earlier book. I'm getting confused about the timelines now. Well, these running concurrently, because it looks like Tales of the Teen Titans from 85, and this is a new Teen Titans, number 1, from 1984. So these must have been two running at the same time by the looks of it. 2 Titans comics running at the same period of time. Very nice looking books. I'm not sure there's some Baxter paper or something like that. Very cool looking cover, that one. Looks like they've all been overtaken there by Raven and her father, Trigon. Yeah, these are very nice looking ones, these ones. Very nice indeed. Right, I seem to only have 7 of them. Oh no. 1, 2, I see. I've got ones that I haven't got that many of them. 1, 2, 4 and 7 is all I have of that one, of the new Teen Titans. So I haven't got all them Teen Titans, but I do have some Team Titans. Bless me. Just had to have a little sneeze there. I'm allergic to house dust mites, and there was a lot of dust on the top of this box when I got it down from the top of the... Why have I got 2 number 1s? Must be variant covers. And why are they part 3 of 9? It's the first one of a book and it's part 3 of 9, so obviously it's crossing over with somebody else. Teen Titans 1, collect all 5 editions. Wow! I seem to have all of them. That's bizarre. I don't remember having those. I certainly wouldn't be something I'd go out of my way to do. Oh, are they different? Yeah, no, I see why. I remember why this is. These aren't variants. They're different characters are being highlighted in each of the books. So this one, Red Wing soars in. This one, Mirage, is featured mainly to get like an introduction to her. And then this one, a character called Kilowatt, is being shown in this one. That's a really cool idea though, I like that. So they're not just variant covers, they're variant stories. This one, Knight Rider. I don't remember half of these guys. I think this is quite a good book though, but looking at it now, it's like it's not really ringing super bells in my head. Obviously this is a new Terra. I'm not sure what her story was, but yeah, I'll have to read this one again to find out. This is not the same Terra who was, I don't know if it was the same Terra or not. I'm simply going to have to read it to find out, aren't I? I think that's the thing with Terra. Before she was shown as being a villain, she was a bit of a fan favourite, I think. I'm not too sure. I think people liked her. I know I liked her before I knew she was a villain. I remember seeing her. I thought she was quite cool with her rock firing powers and, you know, earth manipulation. Yeah. I'm not quite sure why she turned out to be such a bad guy. Because her brother, Brian... what's his name? Brian... I keep wanting to say Brian Braddock, but that's Captain Britain. Markov, Brian Markov. Yeah. And look, she's looking at the grave of the original Terror. So I'm not too sure what tie-in she has with her. I think people liked her look and they liked her power, so they brought her back, albeit as a different person. More Teen Titans. Enter Deathwing. Interesting. Is that the vampire guy, Knight Rider, but dressing up as Nightwing? I'm not too sure. Flesh dies, but hate lives forever. Don't miss New Titans 98. Okay. Prince of Darkness. Looks like Knight Rider has gone over to the dark side. Let his vampiric nature. Right, when vampires bite, Battalion bites back. Yeah, I think that was a new member, that guy. Battalion, his name was. It's one of those characters I'm sure has disappeared, you know, in the DC back catalogue. Whether he was killed off at some point, somewhere. I mean, a lot of these characters, I mean, I'm not even sure. I think, is there still a Terror in the blinking DC world? This Red Hawk or whatever her name was, she's not. Mirage. Can't remember seeing her at all recently. So, yeah, I think a lot of these people probably sadly disappeared. Right. So it looks like that vampire guy from the team ended up becoming their enemy by the looks of it. He seems to be in a lot of covers. I think that's him again there, calling himself Deathwing. Right, battling Kronos. A couple of time-related foes there. Kronos, is that Time Master, that guy? And Calendar Man. These are from 1993, these ones. That's a cool cover. I can't even make out who that is, the little person in red and blue there. Can't tell who that is. Or the massive thing behind them. It's freaky cover, that one. Alright, this looks like Terror is protecting Wonder Girl's husband and child. Right, and that Deathwing is still being fought by the team. Teen Titans, Mirage versus Deathwing, Payback. Yeah, I think at one point there was a Teen Titans and a Teen Titans, but wasn't related to the original Teen Titans, not the members anyway. I'm sure there was the Teen Titans had people like Argent, Risk, I think was the name of another one of them. Yeah. Risk got his arm ripped off by Superboy Prime, I believe. But then came back as a villain, I think, as part of one of Deathstroke's villain teams, like the East Coast Titans or something like that. Or is it the West Coast Titans? I get confused with these things. Titans East or Titans West? I don't know. The other one. The other one that wasn't the normal one. Beware the bird of prey. 0 Hour. Right, that seems to be all of the Teen Titans. 2 years worth of comics there. Here's an annual. Teen Titans annual. See, this is the other Teen Titans. This is that I was talking about. The one you had the Teen Titans. At the same time, you had these Teen Titans. Or maybe that even came later, actually, because I'm looking at that book. That was the last one was from 94, and this Teen Titans, first Titans from 97. So maybe they emerged after the Teen Titans. And again, can't remember them. Risk, Argent, can't remember his name, can't remember her name. It looks like Ray Palmer Atom, but it might not be. It might be a different Atom. Or was Ray maybe helping out the team? Yeah, because he was de-aged, wasn't he? In 0 Hour, he was turned back into like a young adult, wasn't he? I'm sure he was. He was like turned to about 20 years old or something like that by the 0 Hour. Yeah, I remember that now. Just about. Alright, Fall of a Titan, Arsenal special. Looks like he's falling again, doesn't he? He seems to be quite fond of falling, doesn't he? But, well, not fond of it, but it just seems to happen to him a lot. I suppose this comes of being an addict. It's something you can't get over, is it? You have to keep fighting every day to not let these things affect you again and drag you back into them. Right, and here's another little Arsenal 4-parter. Sidekick, loser, hero. When you hit rock bottom, you have to aim high. Guest star in Black Canary. Because he had this whole thing going on again, didn't he, when he lost his daughter Leanne a few years later. And then he lost his arm as well, didn't he? Is that Vandal Savage there in the background? Okay, he's giving you the right to give up. A hero reborn. Okay, practically none of these have got any covers on them. Alright, and I bought a load of plastic bags the other day actually. But if I put all plastic bags on them, I'll be able to get them back in the box. That's the trouble. I certainly might be able to board them, that's for sure. Okay. The New Titans, 115. It's a bit of an odd one to start off with. 117. 118. It's got some damage on that one by the looks of it. It's got wet, that one has. Bit of water damage on the top there. It's the end of the line for Thunder and Lightning. Supergirl and the Children of Trigon take on the New Titans. Yeah, Supergirl got turned bad. Just trying to remember if I didn't start getting these till 115. Seems a bit odd to me. I don't know. I don't remember though. Maybe I wasn't collecting that one at the time. Anyway. Right, we've got Robin and Argent double shot. The new dynamic duo? No, I don't think so. Right, I was talking about these. Teen Titans, but completely different team. All I can remember is Argent and Risk. I can't remember her name or his name or what happened to them. Or even their powers, particularly. Right, there's Atoms in the team as well. As I say, I'm pretty sure he was de-aged in 0 Hour, and he was like a mentor, albeit a mentor who was reduced to the same age as these the people who he was mentoring. That's a good cover. Right, I can tell you the name of the other people now. Johto and Prism. There you go. I think Johto was like from an African word or something like that. An African dialect, Swahili dialect or something like that. I can't remember what it meant though. But obviously something heroic. Looks like heat powers going on there. Moving Days. Dark Nemesis rules. They smashed through the wall. Is that the wall from the first issue? Yeah. They've smashed through the wall, leaving the heroes on their butts. Oh, look. Jurgens Perez. Alright, rule. Jurgens and Perez rule. Obviously, that's the creative team on this one. Warlord. Enter the Lost Worlds of the Teen Titans. Shout out to my mate Fire's Revenge. He's got a bit of Warlord on there, mate. You even know the name of that cat, don't you? Because I remember in your video you was talking about that cat. It's a fire-breathing dragon or something. I can't remember what it was now. Or a sorcerer or something like that. Something cool like that. Well, the only thing wrong with that picture, I've mentioned it before, if you've got a dinosaur, you should be riding it on the back of it into battle. That's what dinosaurs are for in comic books. If you've got a dinosaur and the option is to ride it on its back into battle, then you should make sure you do that. Because there is nothing cooler than riding a T-Rex into battle. Yeah, could be dangerous though. May have some danger issues. Yeah, make sure you wear a safety helmet and a high-vis jacket if you're going to ride on the back of a dinosaur. He won't help you, but I suppose it would give something for the dinosaur to chew on. Right. Okay, this looks like a bit of a sad one. First place science fair, Isaiah Crockett. I think that's the guy who played Johto. Did he die in this? Did he die? Like, is his pictures cut off there? I can't remember him, if he died or not. But it looks like he might have done by that picture. And then the next one, we have the New Order. Looks like new members. Spoiler, looks like she's joined Damage, Impulse. Not too sure who that guy is. He looks kind of familiar, but I can't say he rings any bells. Night of the Beast. Behold the Millennium Giants. There's Superman there in his red and blue days. Face it, action lovers. This one has it all. Risky Business, Dry Hard, Babe in Terror. Dry Hard is doing the washing up. There's a little kiss there. She's giving a little kiss to the cover, to the logo. Tragedy, Titans Hunt Part 1. There's Prism with a sword for her. Guest star in Deathstroke. I wonder whose sword that could be. Deathstroke, you evil twerp. Yeah, there you go. Harsh words there on the Grey Man channel. This definitely a PG with me using words like that, I've got to say. Right, so that looks like the whole of that run. 2 years worth of Teen Titans. And we have a nice looking set of books. Legends of the World's Finest. Walter Simonson and Daniel Brereton. It's a free parter. There you go. Quite sweet books, those. Superboy and Risk double shot. And Superboy Plus, The Power of Shazam. And another Superboy Plus. Number 2, Superboy Plus Sliver. It's a member of, what was the name of Scare Tactics, I think it was. Scare Tactics, the name of that comic. Basically, it wasn't, yeah, it's written up there. I keep doing this, trying to remember things, but it's written on the page in front of me. Yeah, I think it was an attempt trying to get that failing run to get some more legs, but it didn't really work. They put them into different people's comics to try and give them a boost, and yeah, it still folded after a few issues anyway. Right, now we have a bit of a Superboy run. One of the 4 super people who came when Superman was killed. Superboy ended up being a clone, didn't he, of Superman Clark Kent, and also Lex Luthor. Apparently had DNA of both of them in his makeup. Right, here's a couple of annuals anyway. Year 1 is not the first one. The first one is Elseworlds, then the second one is Year 1, just to be confusing. And then the third one, Legends of the Dead Earth, a future Superboy. And then the 4th annual, Pulp Heroes, Land of the Lost, My Greatest Adventure. Another little title I'd forgotten, Superboy and the Ravers. Another little made up team book with characters in it that probably don't exist anywhere anymore. Certainly can't even remember their names anymore, to be honest. Right, now he looks like a Dark Star, but I don't think he's part of the team. I think he's the antagonist in this story. This guy looks like a weaponeer of Quad. I'm assuming he's a weaponeer of Quad, but he seems to be one of the Ravers. And I'm pretty sure that later on, it must have come up, later on there's a guy who's like half zombie, but not half, he's half dead. Here he is, he's the next one. It's called Half-Life, there we are. Superboy and the Ravers, half-life of the party. I think he actually joins the team. He's like half made up of skeleton and goo, and the other half is like a 50s rock and roller. It's quite a cool character. I think he became a regular part of the team. Can't remember what this guy here or this woman are called. Ah, this is adding a little bit more to the picture. It's a hero dial. So I think he might have been called Hero, and maybe he had access to the hero dial, and that was how he got his powers. I could be wrong, because he does seem to be in a repository of lots of different superhero kind of stuff, like the Green Lantern, Green Arrows, Wonder Woman's lasso. Is that Blue Beetle's? Or maybe Aquaman's trident? Steel's hammer. But I think it might have been his anyway. Road trip. First stop, Impulse. Road trip. Second stop, Warriors. Are they on a recruiting run or something? Yeah, Warriors had a nightclub, didn't they? Warriors was the Guy Gardner Warrior opened up a nightclub called Warriors, and Superboy's trying to get in using Superman's identification. Obviously, in America, you're not allowed in a bar till you're 21, are you? And obviously, he's a teenager. And Guy Gardner's giving it the, oh yeah. He's trying to give a big beaming smile to say, yeah, it's me. Let us in, dude. It's all good. Yeah, but I don't think Guy Gardner's going to fall for that. Good fun in that one. Good laugh. Right, Superboy. Oh yeah, there's the Half-Life guy. I did say that he became a regular member. Still can't remember her name. She's got a very interesting taste in clothing. Flashing off her underboob. Her underboob and the whole of her stomach. Yeah. Dial H for Hero Trouble. Yeah, that must have been what that guy was. I think rings a bell now. Alright, Genesis. Breaking the Rave. Coming up against the Female Furies. Is that Calabac? Is that the guy who's lifting up Superboy? I think it might be Calabac. I'm not sure. Number 15, Rave On. Is that Livewire? Yeah, I think it might be Livewire. It's a cool cover. I think that was in the month where all the covers were just like a close-up face shot of one of the key characters from the book. Looks like the story has been by Carl Kessel on this one. I'm not sure if the whole run has been by Carl Kessel. Or it might even be Barbara Kessel. It just says Kessel there, but I know I like their work anyway. Yeah, Carl Kessel. I remember way back from when they did the 80s Hawk and Dove run. I've liked that creative team, or just the work that they've done. What I remember of it anyway. All right, the party's over. I believe that's the end of that run. I say I don't know. Livewire. I don't know if she's still around. I think she was possibly the most popular out of them. I think Superboy's dead now, isn't he? Is he still dead? And as for these other ones, this looks like a Weaponeer of Quard, but I don't know what his name was at all. And this was obviously his hero, but I don't think he has the hero dial anymore. It's moved hands a few times. But, yeah, who knows. Right, some more Superboys. This is a pretty spine-rolled one. I imagine I bought this one as a kid, actually. I'm pretty sure I bought this one as a kid. It's a birthday book as well, from September, but it might be from the 80s though. Let me just check. See, because I'm collecting birthday books, it's like any books from September from 1969 to 1979. Look how badly spine-rolled that is. I'm calling those birthday books now. Up to my 10th birthday, I'm going to be collecting. And this is 1982, so this is outside of my birthday book project. Still a cool book though, and I'm pretty sure I remember buying this as a kid, and particularly liked Dial H for Hero. I was always very keen on that Dial H for Hero title. I've always thought that was a great laugh, that Dial H for Hero, with the different characters invented by, people who'd write into the thing. And look, Dial V for Villain. Anniversary, the New Adventures of Superboy number 50. So that's all I've got of that one. That run, number 33 and number 50. Right, now we have a full Superboy run, I should think, of this guy, this Superboy, this guy who took over one of the guys to pick up the slack after the real Superman died. Of course, you had Steel, you had Eradicator, and you had someone who was pretending to be a good guy who was actually an evil scum. That would Hank Henshaw, the cyborg Superman. But anyway, after Superman returned, Superboy got his own title. Steel got his own title as well. I've got the whole one of that Steel title as well. Eradicator became one of the outsiders for a while, and obviously Cyborg Superman was just an evil scumbag who, didn't get his own book because they did their jolly best to kill him. I don't think they ever actually managed to kill him. And later on, he actually wanted to die, I believe, but he wasn't able to die. Yeah, never mind. Oh, this is by Kessel as well. Carl or Barbara? I think Barbara mainly does art, but don't quote me on this. I say I'm not really good with, yeah. Parasite. This is crossing over with the Milestone titles, this one. I never really collected any of those Milestone books, I don't think. But I didn't mind seeing them in the, the mainstream ones. But I think I was collecting enough at that point that I didn't feel the need to buy any extra comics. Or probably the ability to buy any extra comics. I think I was buying plenty. Alright. Superboy Zero. I'm not sure if this is the first appearance of King Shark. It may well be, because I'm pretty sure he did debut in Superboy. I certainly don't remember him being spoken of as if he was like a returning character. Mind you, there was a shark-like character as well that Green Lantern fought once, but I think he was his name was Carcharodon, wasn't it? Pretty sure his name was Carcharodon, which is the Latin taxonomical name for sharks. Carcharodontids. From the family Carcharodontidae. You can feel free to check the facts on that one because I was kind of making it up as I went along. Right. Did you join the Suicide Squad there? Or teamed up with them? It's a cool cover. None of this Superboy run have got any covers on them at all. They're still in good nick though. But yeah, I do feel a bit naughty. But I was too cheap. Too cheap to go out and buy plastic covers for comic books. I don't mind admitting it. I was just like, no, they go in the box. They'll be alright. I'm sure they will. It just wasn't something that I considered, to be honest. I think then I started buying comics on eBay and stuff. And then a lot of them would come with plastic sleeves. And you'd be like, oh, okay. This seems like it's a thing to do, perhaps, but I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other books that we're going to find when I go through my boxes that haven't got any plastics on them. Yeah, mate, that's the trouble. If I put all plastics on them, I can't get them back in the box. It means I have to buy new boxes, and as you probably, I'm not sure if you've seen in my other videos, I haven't got an awful lot of room for storing anything else, to be honest. Number 21. Right, then we've got a Legion of Superheroes in here because it's part 2 of this Future Tense story. So Legion of Superheroes 74. Oh, and then we've got 31. The Legionnaires, because at one point there was 2 blinking Legion titles, wasn't there? Obviously around this time, Legion of Superheroes plus Legionnaires. So they crossed over there. Right, the Underworld Unleashed storyline. Is that Killer Frost? Did she sell her soul to get extra power and she become more powerful? Superboy and Knockout. Will they save Hawaii? Yeah, Knockout debuted in Superboy as well. I'm sure she did. She was like a female Fury. I don't think she was in. Maybe she was around before, but I had a feeling she was a newly created female Fury actually. Pretty sure she died as well actually, maybe in the Secret Six title, because at one point she was the partner of Scandal Savage, was it? I think it was Vandal Savage's daughter. I think she was her girlfriend. Vaguely cool, like Superboy had a bit of a romantic interest in her. I don't think that ever went anywhere though. I'm not too sure. I think she called him Pup, didn't she? Did she call him Pup all the time? Yeah, look, the hero, the villain, the girlfriend, the DN alien. So yeah, I think she was his girlfriend for a little while, or but I think she was a bit unhinged, just a bit crazy. And then here, I think this is the breakup. This may well be the breakup here because Superboy appears to be attempting to drown her. Yeah, that's not going well. If you're ever in a situation where you're attempting to drown your girlfriend or boyfriend, probably best to just sit back and relax and take a chill pill and reconsider your options, because you know it's not good. You don't want to be getting on with that kind of thing. Just split up. Just realise it's over. Don't kill them, whatever you do. Well, it's interesting. It's got the checkerboard thing that was popular like in the 60s. I can't remember the exact years. I've seen it on lots of people's channels. It looks really cool actually. This is obviously a recreation of it. It's slightly different size checks as well, I think. But obviously the go-to geeks have shown off their check ones, and when I saw it on their channel, I had seen it before, but it made me want to go out and buy a couple of comics that had the check on it. And yeah, they do look cool. I'll see if I can pick up some more of those at some point in the future, because they look smart. Don't know why. I don't know what it is that makes them look smart. They just do make them look smart. Right. DNA, DOA. Yeah, I think this is Match. I think that's Superboy's clone, isn't it? Another clone. So Superboy was a clone already, and then he got cloned. I think that's who Match was, or maybe it was another one of the yeah, of the clone batch or something like that. A different one off the same batch. Right, here he's having a meltdown. I think his clone body starts to deteriorate. Look at that. He's breaking out in all kinds of nasties. Not good. And finally he ends up on life support with other members of the super family around him looking concerned. The Cure! Hooray! He's back. I wonder if he got his ears pierced. I know he's not quite as durable as Superman. This is one of those comic books where the cover's being wrecked. I always like to open it up to see if the inside, I like to open it up to see if the inside matches the outside. So he's facing off against King Shark, Sledge, the Scavenger, and Killer Frost. Yeah, I think the Scavenger, he was going around stealing lots of tech. And in that comic we had the Teen Titans, where Hero was trying to grab his hero dial, and there was loads of other stuff around. I reckon that might have been the Scavenger's lair, actually. Possibly that character showed up in there. I think he might be a time travelling guy as well. I'm not too sure. I think he goes backwards and forwards in time, stealing tech and, you know, cool stuff. Right, this one has got B. Kessel. So Barbara Kessel's done the story on this one. Future Fallout, guest star in the Legion of Superheroes. This one must be that month where they featured the faces of the book's stars, and he's upside down for some reason. Don't ask me why. All right, joining up with Kyle Rayner. Have you seen this boy? Looks like he's gone missing. AWOL. Right, here's a giant 50th issue. Yeah, he looks like he's turned into Commandy, the last boy on Earth, part 1 of 4. As you've never seen him before in Survival of the Fittest. Without powers or memories, the kid will never survive the test. So that was part 1 of 4 and 2 of 4. No mention of this. Oh no, I think it still is. But it just doesn't say it on the cover because you look at you got the beast, the animal people there. That's definitely the future world, isn't it? Commandy's world. This is the end of the last boy on Earth. So it looks like Superboy took over from Commandy for a time. Okay, the Guardians guest starring in that one. Paris is Burning. This is a cool cover. If you think Groch the Living Gargoyle is deadly, wait till you meet the all-new Hex. I wonder if there's anything to do with Jonah Hex, because apparently there's a new character called Ginny Hex that Daz the Key Chaser was talking about, who was debuted in a recent comic. Oh, yeah. No, I think it's Jonah Hex, but it's taken over someone else's body by the looks of it, because it looks like she's coming to her mind here. She's got an eye covering her own. She said, "The name's Hex, sir, Jonah." And then she kind of comes out of it. That was weird. It's like she was possessed by Jonah Hex. Very strange. Okay. What startling transformation has struck Project Cadmus? If you read only one comic this month, it must be Here There Be Monsters. Bit of damage down the side there. Superboy 1 million. It's like Carl Kessel's doing that one. Seems like there's a couple of Barbara Kessel ones, a couple of Carl Kessel ones, like they were taking it in turn to write arcs maybe. Crash and Burn. And we've got some checker along the bottom there, but that's to do with the fact it's a race. It's the winning checkered flag, isn't it? Superboy on Krypton, the story you thought you'd never see. And then we have number 60. To get Superboy into hyper time, the JLI blast him to Kingdom Come. JLA, I think it's a JLA. Yeah, the hyper time was that new thing they invented, wasn't it? Like, it was, yeah, hyper time was kind of like Infinite Earths, but I couldn't quite understand it, to be honest. It was like Infinite Earths, but not quite. Infinite worlds, infinite doomsdays. Yeah, that would be a problem. Yeah, it looks like it's like Infinite Earths really, but I don't know why it's called hyper. Is it something? It's similar but different, I think. But don't ask me to explain the differences between hyper time and the Infinite Earths because I don't remember. Returns to the Wild Lands. Yeah. I had a feeling that was King Shark. You can't mistake that happy smiling face, can you? Here's Day of Judgment, Superboy versus Demon. Gone, gone, Superboy hero. Rise the villain, Black Zero. I can't remember Black Zero, but he looks like an alternate Superboy. Who is the new hero of Hawaii? And what has Superboy done to deserve this? Looks like having sand kicked in his face. That's the ultimate blinking insult to have sand kicked in your face. That used to happen to people on the beach all the time back in the day. Like, you know, big tough guys would kick sand in their eyes in front of their girlfriend, make them feel small. And then you have to sort of send $1 to get Charles Atlas's isometric course and you could be the hero of the beach. Oh, Hex is back again. Hex marks the spot. The West's wildest warrior returned, but whose side is she on? You sure, Daz, about this Ginny Hex being a new character? Because that definitely looks like Jonah Hex, but yeah. Superboys collide. Is that the Black Zero or is that Match? I'm not too sure which one of them. But when clones start getting involved, it gets confusing. Right, beginning a new chapter in the life of Superboy. Well, looks like the death of Superboy from that cover. Or is it just that he takes his jacket off and doesn't bother with his jacket anymore? No powers, no problem. It'll take more than that to stop Superboy. Yeah, okay. If he's got no powers, I think that is a problem, to be honest. He's got a little Superman shield. Like kind of echoes of Guardian shield. But without any superpowers, I would suspect that he needs to take up a new job. And there he is, getting blasted out of an airlock into space. Right, Cossack the Slaver versus Superboy. Burned by an old flame. Don't remember her. When Titans crash. Looks like he's got his powers back by this one. He's got his jacket back on. Oh dear. Number 82. So the trouble is with some of this one's got sellotape. It's got a bag and it's got sellotape on it, and the sellotape's got stuck to the bloody uncovered comic behind it, taking a little bit of red off of the DC logo there. Beginning another new era for Superboy. Oh yeah, and the new costume too. Not here, inside. Yeah, that's not going to be his new costume, is it? There's his new costume. Hitching a ride. Is that Lobo's bike that he's riding on there? It looks like something Lobo would ride around on. Here he teams up with Batgirl. Here he's getting married. I don't know what's happening there. He doesn't look like he wants to kiss the bride for some reason. I can't think why. This is, yeah, it's kind of like disgust and terror there on his eyes. Yeah, she's no pretty picture, I'll say that for her. But you know, yeah, maybe it was a shotgun wedding. Maybe he got her with child and he's being forced to. No, no amount of alcohol would make that palatable, I don't think. Oh, Superman's dead. Oh, so Superboy's dead. Misadventures in babysitting. And the DN Angels. Face to face against the faceless ones. Surely that can't happen. If they have no face, you cannot possibly be faced to do face with them. Casualties of War. Looks like a quite deep and dark cover there. Superboy looks like he's been traumatised by what he's seen. Very cool depiction there. The pink around the eye, like he looks like he's shed a tear or two. Not good. And then back to a bit more light-heartedness now. Malice in Wonderland. Some crazy adventures going on. Joker Last Laugh featuring the Grim Creeper. So has Creeper become deadly? 94. New excitement, new adventures. Is that a McRae cover by any chance? I don't know, there's something about the art. Yeah, McRae, it says that there, McRae. Hey, I got it. He's also put in the graffiti Wild Hearts, which was an English rock band. Alright, interesting. So he's got some woman in handcuffs and she's kissing him, but he's got his eyes shut as well. So maybe it looks like he's returning the kiss there. I'm not sure what's happening. Some kid wants an autograph, but it looks like he's about to be attacked. High Noon at the Greasy Spoon. Steve Dillon, yeah. He makes Superboy look older. It looks like more of a man in that one, doesn't he? Steve Dillon with Steve Dillon art. Suppose he's on the cusp. World Without Superboy, Part 4 of 5, Doomsboy. I don't know where the other parts of that is. Exercised 100th issue, Superboy 100, Glory Fades. And that looks like it's the end of Superboy. Did he die at the end of this run? I know he did die at some point, didn't he? But I can't remember if he actually died in the book or not. No, he's alive at the end of it, that's alright. He's being taken off to the Kent's farmhouse in Kansas by Superman to live there. Right, we've got a World's Finest 3. I don't know why it's called 3. Were there 2 previous World's Finest before this? I'm not too sure. Obviously, it's not the usual World's Finest, which is Superman and Batman, but it's this, you know, it's the protégés, you know, the follow-up guys, the sidekicks, the ones who've been made in their image. Okay, there we go, on to Supergirl. I've got Supergirl 1 here, that's cool. I'm guessing sometime in the 80s by the looks of it. Let's have a quick look inside to see when this was, just for my own interest. It's got spine roll, but I didn't realise I had it, and it's got a bit of cover damage as well. Number 1982, Volume 1, Number 1. That's cool though. I didn't realise that. It's nice to have a number 1, no matter what condition it's in. I don't know if I bought that when it came out, or picked it up subsequently. Got no memory of that one. And then the next Supergirl I have is number 16 from that run, and that seems to be, I think that's the only bit of Supergirl I picked up from that run. I may well have picked it up for Ambush Bug, because I quite like Ambush Bug. And one story that I read of his is really cool. He got a bit boring actually afterwards, but the first story I saw him was really good. Right, but we are sticking with Supergirl though. Peter David run a Supergirl from '96. I enjoyed this comic, I thought it was good. I'm pretty sure this was when Matrix, the alien who was taken on the shape of Supergirl, who was kind of like Lex Luthor's girlfriend for quite a while, but he was obviously being Lex Luthor, he was using her for all he could. But she was a good woman. Well, alien creature thing, like a protoplasm thing. I'm not sure if she was actually human at all. It certainly wasn't human, but whether she was even a woman, I mean, I don't know if she even had a gender. But yeah, but she took on the shape of Supergirl. I think that might have been Lex Luthor's way of annoying Superman, actually. He might have told her to take on that shape to annoy Superman. The ape and the devil. Obviously, she must be mind controlled by Gula Grodd in that one. She's looking hot but deadly. Bad chemistry against chemo. Anyway, so as I was saying, the Matrix forged with a human woman who died, or the woman who died, memories got stuck in her body, something like that. So she thought she was this girl, Linda. Is it Linda Danvers? Maybe. I don't want to say Danvers because I'm thinking of Carol Danvers, the blinking what's her face, Captain Marvel. I'm sure her name was Linda. Yeah. I think this was the guy who killed her, who killed the human that she ended up melding with. He was like a bit of a sorcerer kind of thing, dabbling in dark arts. I think he might have sacrificed her actually. But anyway, I don't think this Supergirl exists anymore in any of the continuums. Not too sure. Right, Silver Banshee. She always looked good. Liked her costume. She always looked very menacing. The old Silver Banshee. Great costume as well. Looks very good against the black cover there. Oh, but then yeah, that's interesting. And then that one, she's got Supergirl's cape or whatever, and this one is the other way around, sole survivor. Supergirl's taking her out, and there's her costume. I imagine that's her dissipating, like she's a banshee. She's an ethereal, not real thing, so maybe she just disappeared. Trying to remember, so I'll quickly look inside the pages, see if I can find out. I miss the days when you used to have a little blurb at the front saying, you know, giving you a little synopsis of the character. So it would say, you know, Batman, after losing his parents to so-and-so, he became a superhero. That was, you know, that kind of thing. I used to have them all the time at the front of comic books, like a little, just one little box telling you about the character. So you, for example, I'd be able to find out what her blinking surname was. I'm still thinking Linda Danvers, but it's going to bug me now. Let's hope I remember to look it up before I do the blog. There she is, facing off against the extremists. Yeah, because this is her before she changes into Supergirl. Let's just go through here. Stop chattering and chattering. Supergirl versus Despero. Despero. I'll go with Despero. Wings of Fury. Big blowout. The Millennium Giants. Yeah. I remember them. This one here is Comet, I think, who's actually, he spends half of his time as a horse. I'm sure he spends half the time as a horse. He's disguised as a horse as half the time, and I think he falls in love with Supergirl. It's all a bit it's all a bit comics, eh? What can you say? Yeah, there you go, Comet. Yeah, and he was a horse, and he fell in love with Supergirl, but he's not really a horse. He's an alien or something, and yeah, I don't know what happened there. Avenging Angels Part 2, Resurrection Man. That's Resurrection Man being killed so he can be resurrected, I suppose. There you go. Will the real Comet please stand up? I don't know what's happening in this one. Yeah. Ah, that might be the protoplasm Supergirl melting. Look, she's trying to crawl away. Is that her crawling away and she's melting into the blinking sewer? Not good. And then we have Supergirl 1 million. Bit of a quirky looking character there. Here she faces against the Fighting Furies. Stomper, Lashina. Oh, Mad Harriet. Stiletta, is that her name? Is she called Stiletta? I can't remember now. I might be confusing her with somebody else. I don't think it is Stiletta. I don't know though. Sure, she's got more normal now. I have no idea who that one is. I've not seen her before. I don't recognise her. Cover's come off this one. That's a shame. Don't know how that happened. Granny's little girl. Supergirl seems to be being faced by Supergirl, a shadow of her former self. Yeah, and she seems to be having troubles maintaining what her body. So, yeah, because this is the protoplasm, where it is, alien thing that she was. Matrix, I think she was called Matrix. That was her original name. But I missed the whole origin of her, where she came from, how she ended up being Supergirl. Murmur speaks out against Supergirl. Alright, couple of large handfuls and then we're at the end of this box. Not the parasite Supergirl had in mind. So she's fighting the parasite in the sight of Paris. Oh dear. Oops, looks like Parasite has drained her. Nasty. Drained her body. And then she's being beaten up by Young Justice. What's she done to deserve that? Vandal Savage there, maybe? He's got a look at his kind of look. Zoriel and Supergirl versus the Spectre. It's a Day of Judgment one. I think that's when Spectre went mad and he wanted to get rid of all magic in the world, wasn't it? I believe that's what Day of Judgment was there. Someone's watching Supergirl. Well, whoever it is that's watching them is either in a very bad way or they've just killed somebody. Pitchforks against Supergirl there. Could that be Blue Devil, maybe? Not too sure. It looks like a trident and a pitchfork. These are pitchforks. Looks like somebody doesn't like Supergirl. Flowers for Supergirl. Dead flowers. Fighting some kind of demonic looking thing there. Hero worship. And then this one, Comet is back again, but it doesn't look like they're friends anymore somehow. Cool cover. Flaming eyeballs. Everybody versus Supergirl. Oh my dear. Poor old Supergirl. What's she done to deserve this? And then in this next one, she's visiting a grave. Quite a cool cover, that one. Quite a change from like a big punch-up fight. Just like a beautiful day, but in a cemetery. And she's on her knees before a graveside. That could be the grave for the girl that she was merged with. Linda, I think her name was. Danvers, maybe. I need to look that up. I should have my computer open next to me so I can really well check these things as I go along. Otherwise, you have to read the blog. I'll put it in the blog. The blog link will be down below. Hopefully, I'll remember to do that when it comes to it. Right, Supergirl. That's an unusual way. Normally, you rip your shirt open to reveal your costume underneath, but she's ripping off her costume to reveal whoever she is underneath. And there's a different look for Supergirl there. Ill-tempered steel, Supergirl. More girlish look, if you ask me. Because after this, the real, the other Supergirl comes in, who, another survivor of Krypton, but she's not got nothing to do with Krypton. I don't think the Matrix that she was. I don't think that came from Krypton at all. But say, as Matrix, she was with Lex Luthor for a time, but I think by the time this comic came on, she realised that he was just an evil sod and broke away from him. Didn't have anything to do with him after that, I'm pretty sure. But this whole run looks like it's by Peter David, who had a very well-regarded Hulk run back in the late 80s, I think, to early 90s. And I enjoyed this Supergirl run, actually. I did enjoy this comic. I thought it was a good run. So it's a shame she's not around anymore, this particular version of Supergirl. But, that's comics for you. You got to learn to not be too attached to your characters, because anything can happen to them at any minute. That's a cool cover. That's funny. I'm not sure you can see what he's saying there. There's a big monster about to bite off her head, and she's saying, breath mint? He obviously has stinky breath. Yeah, obviously it's only in jest. You wouldn't really do that if something like that was lurking above you. Alright, Two-Face versus Supergirl. Well, I think Two-Face has his work cut out for him, because he's got been no match for Supergirl, is he? But I dare say he's got some plan up his sleeve. Two-Face to face. Joker last laugh. Supergirl and Batgirl. Okay, Okay, Supergirl and Lagoon Boy. Supergirl 65. Here's a nice little crossover here. Supergirl, place your bet or fall into the demon's debt. Etrigan the demon looks like he's playing cards with Supergirl. There's another interesting cover. Still to do with Demon. Bride of the Demon. Weddings $25. Free annulment with every third marriage. The Chapel of Love. So are they in Hell's version of Vegas, or is that supposed to be Etrigan the Demon, but he's grown a beard and hair? I'm not too sure, because he hasn't got beard and hair in that one. Maybe that's the one who's going to be giving her away. I don't know. She doesn't look like she wants to get married. I'm not sure what it is about that picture, but I just get a feeling she's having second thoughts about marrying the demon. I know I could be wrong. Screaming and clutching onto the earth to get free is yeah. No, I think she definitely doesn't want to marry the demon there. Can't say I blame her. She's fighting Shazam people there. Mary Marvel. Marvel Boys. I can never remember the blinking names of them. I think is she Marvel Girl? No, she's Mary Marvel, isn't she? Or is that her name when she's not in her costume? And that's Freddie something Princeton. I don't know. Freddie somebody or other. I don't think Freddie. I don't know. He's not Princeton. I don't think. There's probably someone else in the real world called Freddie Princeton. I'm not too sure. I'm just making things up as I go along. Here she seems to be kissing. Is she kissing frogs to try and find a handsome prince? I'm not too sure. And here she seems to be in Aztec civilization, about to be sacrificed to Quetzalcoatl, whatever his name is. Quetzalcoatl, I think, is the name of the Aztec winged serpent. So I'm assuming that she's still there. And that looks like a spider demon, spider god. Aztec spider god. I can't say I recall an Aztec spider god from my readings about gods. One of my heavy metal podcasts, I'm always doing theme shows on my heavy metal podcast, and I did a gods themed show, and I had a big section on the Mesoamerican gods. I could just basically barely remember Quetzalcoatl and Huitzilopochtli. They're very hard names to say. There's some right tricky ones in the Mesoamerican pantheons. Right. Troubles afloat for Supergirl. Right, we're coming towards the end now. Not too far to go. Hold the bus. It's Kara's first day at school. Okay, the Spectre of Things to Come. That's got to be Hal Jordan's Spectre there. Why are there two Supergirls? When does the other Supergirl come in? Oh look, so maybe the other Supergirl has come in. Kara, Zor-El, or whatever her name is. I don't know. I can't remember her name. I think it's Kara. And there can be only one Supergirl. So this is the Supergirl we've been following all this time for this thing. And the new Supergirl came in from Krypton. Seems to be alive. But then we have 80, and this seems to be the last of the run. So let me just have a quick look. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there. It was at the end. Superman was reading a letter from, I'm assuming from Matrix. But it talked about Linda Danvers. I was right. It was Linda Danvers. Right, but yeah, I think the Matrix Linda Danvers Supergirl disappeared or went away or something. I'm not too sure. And was replaced by that Kara Zor-El, I think her name is. Anyway, some more Supergirl one shot. Supergirl in Prism double shot. Supergirl plus the power of Shazam one shot. And then there's a Supergirl annual number 2. Young Romance. She seems to be hitched up with Brainiac 5 there. I remember Brainiac had a superpowered woman as his girlfriend, didn't he? In the Legions, was it Andromeda or something like that? Was his girlfriend? I'm not too sure. Have I got a Supergirl annual number 1? I don't know. Right, the last little batch in this box Alright, these little 6 comics. These go out to you, Simon Comics. I know it's not your guy, Joe Simon. Is it Joe Simon? But it is his character, Fighting American. A 6-parter from started February 1994. The Cold War hero returns. Fighting American. Looks like he's got a little sidekick there. Not Bucky. It can't be Bucky because that's copyright. But I'm not sure what his sidekick bloke's name was. Shop to your drop. That's it. That is the full lot of these. The American Way. Fighting American Way. There you go. So 6-issue miniseries. That was it. I don't know if the character was used again in DC since then. But that's it. That's the whole of this box. Cheers for watching, guys. And yeah, I try and tag other comic creators on my videos. I can't remember the names of the people I look at now. There's Bat Avenger. I'm sure there's a channel called Bat Avenger, so I'm going to tag him. I've been looking at some of his videos, but trouble is there's so many videos I can't remember who I've looked at and who I haven't looked at. And the other one I'm going to tag is let me tag Daz the Key Chaser, because I've not tagged him yet in one of these, I don't think. So yeah, check out those channels. The little circles will show up and you can go straight to those channels and add them, and you should do because they're good. Anyway, cheers for watching. Bye.